Joseph, we're ready. I ask you to stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome everybody and call the meeting to order and ask that the clerk do a roll call, please.
Mr. Walker?
Here.
Mr. Beggs? Here. Mr. Reed?
Excused by the chair.
Mr. Erickson? Here. And Mr. McCormick? Here.
I'd ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the June. When I called the meeting to order, I should have stated it was for the regular meeting of the Oceana County Board of Commissioners for Thursday, June 25th, 2026. And I'd ask for a motion to approve the minutes from the June 11th meeting, please.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do we have a support?
I'll support.
Moved by Mr. McCormick, support by Mr. Beggs. Are there any questions or comments on the minutes as presented? If not, all in favor of approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Conflict of interest disclosure regarding the agenda items. Any board members have a conflict? Hearing none, are there any changes to the agenda? Hearing no changes, a motion to approve the agenda, please.
So moved.
Support.
Moved by Mr. Erickson, supported by Mr. McCormick. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passed. Public comment. Are there any public comment on the agenda items? Hearing none. Payment of claims. Mr. Beggs.
I'd like to make motion 2026-75 approving the payment of accounts payable and release of funds for June 25th, 2026. Ambulance fund total $913.59. Automation ROD fund total $258.95. Indigent defense fund $11,457.46. K9 unit fund $449.30. Department of Veterans Affairs fund total $17,957.95. Technology and Innovation fund $3,817.00. Capital project equipment replace fund total $17,104.63. Public improvement fund total $20,000. Building department fund total $25,069.41. With a general fund total $483,955.28, with a grand total of $580,983.57.
Thank you, Mr. Beggs. Do we have a support?
Support.
Moved by Mr. Beggs, support by Mr. Erickson. Any questions on any of the payments or the bills? Roll call vote, please.
Mr. Beggs?
Yes.
Mr. Erickson?
Yes.
Mr. McCormick?
Yes.
Mr. Walker?
Yes. Nothing else on the agenda for the meeting. Reports from commissioners. Mr. Beggs?
I don't have anything today.
Mr. McCormick?
I don't have anything.
Mr. Erickson?
Yeah, since our last meeting, we did have a meeting. Our committee on the Red Barn, Mr. Dorn is here, and I'm sure he'll fill us in better on that. Wherein we're still looking hard at the possibility of the Board of Commissioners taking the role as the entity involved in securing the Red Barn, utilizing the funds of the Community Foundation, and finding a proper suitor for the Red Barn, whether it be in Oceana County Parks or whether it be part of our conservation district or another entity in total. It's a rather simple form. I had asked Tracy about our liability. It seems that's within our capability, and I'll let Larry fill us in a little bit better on that. And we've had more conversations about the Crystal Valley Dam. You heard Mr. Heislip speak this morning on the Crystal Valley Dam, and we hope we can, come to a resolution on that. There's been more discussion as to perhaps the need for a countywide millage for our Parks and Recreation Department, which would free up dollars for the other parks also. You've seen some substantial investments made in other parks. And Crystal Valley is a very important park. That was our first park. And unfortunately we've played hot potato with that park now for 50 years, and it is in need of some upgrades in order to remain as it is. I haven't heard anyone in Crystal Valley say that they would like to have that pond removed, and I've got to go with the wishes of the people of Crystal Valley also when I listen to these things. Electric Forest is going on now. We had a very successful Asparagus Festival and a parade. Summer's in full swing, so glad we had a short meeting.
Thanks. I'd just like to mention a couple things. For those of you who did not see Ross Field's 2 articles in Oceana Press online or on MLive, he had 2 very, very interesting articles about the electric forest, and he talked about the entertainment, the different type of entertainment. There was a lot of, it's probably the best one that I've ever seen of different venues on the electric forest with the photographs they have in there. It's worthwhile to open it up and take a look at it. And yesterday I had the opportunity to go into Whitehall, and I even made it through the traffic going into Whitehall, but I wanted to go to the Home and Farm store, and then I was very brave and I drove to Walmart, and there were probably no more than 10 parking spaces open in Walmart. And the size of the Walmart in Whitehall, they had every single cashier open, every single till open, and they had 4 to 6 people waiting in line at every single one of those buying goods. The majority of the people that were there were from the electric forest, and they stand out in West Michigan. Yeah, but the majority of them there, and I had spoken before, and we've heard so many times that the economic impact on the state on West Michigan is between $60 and $65 million a year. If you go to a place like Walmart and you see it, and I mentioned it to a person I used to work with for Standard Companies, and his son is the assistant manager for the Walmart in Grand Haven, and he said they got to the point in Grand Haven they almost had to limit people coming in. So it's all the way up and down. So it's not all perfect, but another festival that they had in the Rothbury area that's moved to Lake County, that was okay that one moved to Lake County, and I'll just leave it at that. So, and Stacy or Tracy, do you have anything for us? Joseph? Public comments. Welcome, Larry.
Larry Dorn, Weir Township. Gary gave me this flyer here that shows that there's 8 parks in our county. We would really like to add. We've been meeting now for a year and a half, 2 years, but it's
Almost
actually
2 years.
this time. Prior to this is about the Red Barn in Michigan. In the Weir Township, but going into Pentwater. We have spent a lot of time trying to work with the DNR, the Wildlife Division. They can't just sell it because there's some federal monies that were years ago that was for that. It was that barn was one of the first barns around here with Charles Mears when they were bringing in peaches. And what we'd like to do is really we'll have more information on the 6th of August to come in, because there's been some questions on permits and insurance and et cetera. We would like to, we'd really like some help from Gary. Gary does a wonderful job, and we're asking the commission to take a look at it. I know that it was brought up last meeting. I actually saw it online. Paul had brought it up. It pulls on mostly, not so much a Weir that I represent, but it pulls on the people's hearts of Poundwater. All their visitors, because of the tourists and etc. When they get to the Red Barn, they're like home. Now we've looked at moving it. They've asked us, that's a suggestion. That it just wouldn't be the same if it was moved to Mears Historical or Harts Historical or wherever. So I'm just asking you guys to keep this in mind, and we'll be bringing a lot more information on the 6th to the Parks and Rec division, and it would just be a waste. We have some money put away in the community foundation to weather it in. We'd like to get all the invasive species around it, the autumn olive and etc. out of there. Make sure the roof's in good shape. Maybe have to put a beam or two in there, and give it a new look. We can always get we can always find the lumber and etc. There's some contractors that have stuff left over that they're willing to put in there, but they just need an entity to take it over, pretty much, and it would really help. But right now we're just looking to get it weathered in. But we'd like you guys to consider, maybe after we talk to Parks and Rec, consider maybe making that park number 9. And then, so I thank you for your time. Sorry, I should have been talking about this way back when Gary was up here, and we don't want to lose Gary. He's still at the end of the year, but he's going to stay on to help us through this project, I hope. So thank you for your time. I appreciate it. If you have any questions, myself or Paul, I'm in on our website, my phone number or whatever. But it's just home for a lot of people. When they hit that, they're home. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much, and you guys have a good day.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Hearing none, we stand adjourned, and thank you for being here today.